So recently, somebody sent me the story of Tracy Ellis Ross out here on the gram, thirst trapping, half naked, letting them 50-year-old pretty titties hang out here in the balance. I ain't gonna lie, let me quit lying. I looked it up for myself. I heard about it. I had to see what was happening with it. I had to zoom in 4K and see what was happening with Tracy Ellis Ross. Janelle Monae too. I had to zoom in on them. I heard she was out here on stage just letting them hang, just ripping them out on the Janet Jackson type tip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did just say I was going to get my life together the other day. I said that. I did say that. Listen, it is what it is. You know, it's y'all body. Do what y'all want to do with it. Have fun. Have a ball. You want to let them hang down to your kneecaps. We know they was hanging good. We know them 50-year-old titties is different from them 20-year-olds. We know that. That's why she was holding them up like that. You been tripped over him. Nah, let me quit messing with her. But we ain't taking nothing away from her. Like she still look good, and we already know what she's sitting on over there. You know what I'm saying? She got that big pretty mouth. I don't know what it is about that big mouth she got. She get the plastic, the cheese like this. I know my mouth look different because mine look like, you know what I'm saying. But when she get the flash, that big pretty mouth she got, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it look good. But besides the fact of them looking good, I'm just saying this is kind of something, we expect this for 20-year-olds. You understand what I'm saying? We don't expect, like, by the time you hit 50, it's just like, what we doing, man? What we doing? It just feel like thirsty for attention. Janelle Monae, she is looking, she's like 37. But, Janelle Monae seems to be doing it because her album sales ain't clicking, ain't working like they used to. And Tracy Ellis Ross, I guess, whatever, she's trying to get her name to ring out here a little more. But what I'm just saying, it comes across as thirsty for attention. And, I mean, y'all say that about the fellas, too. When we get to dressing a little too young, you know what I'm saying? Still be trying to hang in the clubs or whatever. Like, you stand out. You stand out. Like, OG, go somewhere to a lounge or something. Or like, the club is not the place you need to be in here jangling keys like them old man. You know them old man. Old man get to having all them keys. Like Mike Epps used to say. But it's not a good look when you like an OG and you trying to talk like the youngins, and you know what I'm saying? It don't even sound right coming off your tongue, the way the verbiage that the young 20-year-olds is out here using, the way they talking, and you trying to talk the same way. It don't fit. It don't fit. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, y'all will call a dude out in a minute when you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say he kind of broke whatever, but he makes some elaborate purchase, right, in his 50s or something, because he trying to having a midlife. Y'all be like you having a midlife crisis or something, right? This is the same thing that we think about y'all when y'all are 50 and doing stuff like this. Like I say, once again, it is what it is. If that's what you want to do, have at it. But all we saying is that, hey, I mean, like I said, we looked. We was peaking, you understand what I'm saying? But that don't mean it's the best thing for you to be doing. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's how we gonna do. We gonna look at it. We gonna play with it. Bop, bop, bop. You know what I'm saying? You got them out hanging. We gonna boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? We gonna use it for what it's for and put it back on the shelf. That's what that's gonna get you. The more flashing y'all doing, it's gonna get you used by a bunch of dudes that are gonna use you for what you're putting out there. I mean, that's what we do. Yeah. I mean, it's the same, and it's the same way with the women. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you get the flash and all the money, all that, you would attract a certain type of woman that's going to use and abuse you for it. Like, and you can't hide that you got money, but it's just, you have to realize those type of women are going to be coming after you. Like we was talking about Zion Williamson not too long ago. You have to realize they know he got that money and he's willing to spend it, as he was giving Mariah Mills $107,000 a month or something that was alleged that he was giving her, and she's an adult film star. So I mean that right off the rip. Once adult film stars start coming to her, you know what I'm saying? You know what they're there to get you for. You understand what I'm saying? So when you end up putting babies in these type of chicks, which she has alleged that she has a baby by him, you gonna get, and you see she's off. If you paid attention to the video, if you watch my video on it, you can see how really off and vindictive and just on the verge of evil that some of these women can be. So when you realize you attracting that type of woman, you got to fend some of that off. And I'm saying the same thing for women. Like when you do things like this, when you thirst trapping, all the dudes that's flooding your DMs and trying to get at you, I mean, it's not a flex. You understand what I'm saying? Because all those dudes really want to do is use you for what you putting out there. We're gonna play with you. We're gonna put you back on the shelf. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not going to lead to anything fruitful, any type of fruitful relationships, or But oftentimes chicks be bragging about how many dudes they got in the DMs of this, that, and the other. But then, it's like, I don't know why you're using that as a bragging point, because the dudes that's in there are not what you want. You know what I'm saying? They're not there to really pursue you or date you or build with you or try to create a beautiful family with you or whatever. They're there for the cheeks that's clapping. They're not trying to help you find those spiritual connection with God. They're not trying to better your life. They're not trying to be a king in your life. They're not trying to lead you. They're not trying to be somebody who's going to better you or y'all partner up to build. So that's not what they're there for. So for you to brag to us about the type of men that it attracts, I'm just saying you're going to attract a certain type of man doing this certain type of thing. And Tracee Ellis Ross, I believe she does want to be married at some point, especially being that she's 50 years old. And I just don't think this is the way to do it, Now, like I say, have at it, but like they say, the wall is undefeated. You know what I'm saying? And the same goes for Janelle Monae too. Like, I don't know who she's trying to attract, but because she's non-binary or whatever is going on with that. But it's still, I know it still ain't gonna attract no type of meaningful relationship. You understand what I'm saying? But then outside of that too, point I just thought of, some people said it was at the performance was at Essence Fest, and some people say that it was kid friendly, supposedly, like it was families there. So then that's another added part to this. Like, so if it's kids in the crowd, if that is true, it's kids in the crowd, you planned this to go on stage and take your titties out in front of the kids? Like, imagine if a dude, right, went on stage and dangled his nuts out there real quick. You know what I'm saying? In front of a bunch of families. It'd be a very different reception to that. You know what I'm saying? But in this whole feminist type of pushed world, like, if there were kids there, I don't know for sure or not, but if there were kids there, there's nobody talking about it. There's no backlash about it, because it's like she's doing it in a whole feminist type of strong, empowered women type of groove. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, in the name of that, they don't give her backlash for whipping out the titty in front of a bunch of families, people there with their kids and all of that. But it is what it is, man. Like I say, it's if y'all think this is the best way to go about doing whatever you're trying to do, have at it, man. But I'm just saying, it don't add up to me. But this your boy P Cam. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.